Howdy y'all, welcome to the Trade Spotting and the Doomslayers Ranchers Market Report. Today was a real rodeo on Wall Street, with the S&P and Dow getting bucked off by banking concerns, but the tech-loving NASDAQ managed to stay in the saddle thanks to Microsoft's earnings-inspired rally. The NASDAQ finished the day with a modest gain, while the S&P and Dow were left eating the dust. In fact, 10 of the 11 S&P select sectors posted losses today, with utilities leading the decliners and materials, industrials, healthcare and energy all falling faster than a spooked calf. But their lone ranger was Infotech, climbed 1.7% thanks to Microsoft's AI and Azure cloud businesses. Speaking of Microsoft, those tech cowboys sure put a show on, with a 7% jump after beating expectations in the quarterly results. Yee-haw. Meanwhile, Alphabet also announced their quarterly update, but didn't quite rustle up the same kind of excitement. Unfortunately, the First Republic Bank continued to have a rough ride, dropping another 30% amid concerns about their balance sheet. Some people will be saying it's a peculiar day with insolvency risk at FRC. Strong tech earnings, a little bit disappointed because of that news alongside it, and worries about banking still persisting. But I don't really put much stock in all of that news, that fundamental news. I don't care about it at all, actually. But as any rancher knows, it's easier told than saddle and rode. There's a couple of different ways you could look at it. Maybe you think it's a bargain hunting time for equities that don't deserve to be getting this hard with the same brush. Or you might think, oh, run away to safety and choose some cash-heavy companies, less likely to be subject to the vagaries of the market. In bonds, yields edged higher today, following a sharp drop yesterday. 10-year Treasury climbed 5 basis points. 2-year up 5 basis points. Both same percentage moves. Oh! No, different percentage, same basis points. Oh, and energy. Enphase energy. They didn't do too well. 26%. Oh. Looks like they got thrown from the horse. 26% down. So that's the news and the market update today, ranchers. Thanks for tuning in to the market report. I'll see you again soon for another one of these. Hit the like button and we'll jump into the charts. If anything you want to look at, let me know. SPX. This is Bollinger Bands on the daily time frame. You're up, down towards the bottom one there. Come down a little bit further. Currently at 4056. Turn in there at 4038. Touch the bottom. Yo. That could be the sort of period where you see a little bit of a retracement back to the top side then. That's what I'd be thinking. If you're down in the 4-hour time frame, you're obviously outside that Bollinger Band. Big expansion there. Basis line, clear area of a test. If you were to move back up again, I'd be looking for impulses moves on this time frame or the hourly to find a little bit of a Fibonacci. You can obviously take the high here, take it across. You can see we already had a line here, right? This is how we did all this, right? We already knew it was coming here. I just don't like to toot my own horn too many days in a row. So like today's the day off. I'll be back on the horse tomorrow. And we came in at a trade spot line, right? And that's because there's a gap over here, and that's where we're going to. We talked about it and said that's why, and that's where it go, and there it is, right? It went to the cent. So you know, but like I say, it's not the tooting horse tooting show here. It's not the rodeo yet, spotter. Right. So if we did have a little bit of reaction, wouldn't be all that crazy. Bullish divergence, but you're in the bearish control zone. Stochastics, nah, nothing to see here, folks. DMI, well, you know, that would be typically where you'd see a little bit of reaction in it. And if you're back up and then on the 4-hour time frame looking at that, oof, suits you, sir. Could they'll go a little bit further, take it inside the bearish control zone, look for something around here. You know, I mean, you can't get any reversal divergence on this side of the trend unless you come back and test the lows, and they're so very far away. That's not happening. So I'm quite happy with how things are playing out. You know, and if you've seen the open interest, then you'd be quite happy too. So we took profit on the SQQQs, didn't we? I did yesterday at close. That was brilliant because they dropped like seconds after. That wasn't me, I swear to goodness. And so what else? What else happened? Well, there's loads of things that we could talk about. This is the same thing. As you can see then, I mean, what do I want to do? I'll zoom in so that you can tell again. More informaciones, Beredum. Yeah, so this was the line, this is the box we looked to. This is the expansion of those Bollinger Bands, and as I mean, like whatever, I was trading myself today. Oh, hands up, you got me, right? Anywho, so that was pretty good. Rocky and I were laughing about this thing, right? So bearish signals do well in bearish trends compared to the bullish ones, so they do. Bitcoin, I'm sure Rocky's updated you, you know. You've got that test of the basis line since the expansion. That was pretty good, eh? Rocky was on talking about this. If it does break up, you're looking at 39. If it does break down, maybe you're looking at 15. That's amazing. Spotter. See if you see any imposters in here that have been recently banned from anywhere else. Make sure you ban them from here, right? Because they're still walking around with my words in their mouth. I've seen the screenshots. That get their own tickers, you losers. Must be ashamed of themselves. They can't pick them for themselves, eh? And that they're trying to make a name for themselves as stock pickers. It's not that. They're trade spotters, but they can't admit it. They can't handle it. Anyway, make sure they're banned if you see them. Hit the like button, everybody else. So what else do you want to say? Yeah. Whoa, tech. Whoa, tech. I mean, it opened up and earnings and whatnot. Very, very good. But then still had the gap. So if it comes down, closes the gap, you know, and the rest of the market comes down. So that entry on SPX, you might see it. So you might. But am I worried? No. Do I look worried? That's not the way I do things. Right. So what's the next thing? The chat box. Where did it go to? I had it up here earlier, so I know it still exists. There it is. Wiki Wilkes, how's it going? Rocky, Jose. Yo, 18 months. Cheers, Rocky. Nick Curry, Banana Freeze, Jay Fern, KT, Lisa. Going to win. How you doing? 16 months. Got a lot of painkillers in so I can breathe. You know, I can breathe now for the next 45 minutes. Honey, Trace Buzz on. Chibs, how's it going, Chibs? Eric. Eeksy Deeksy. Stally, eh? There you are, buddy. Bing bong, Stally. 17 months. Dickamacadoo. Hello, sir. You're back. Darth, how you doing? So did anyone else see the weirdness about Jamie? 15th of April. Dum-ba-da-bum-bum. 30 crazy. The stoner you drunk. The smoker you drunk. That's what I say. That's a crazy thing to say. I'm losing the breath now. Ooh. Right, hit that like button. Hello, 6 quid. Hello, Madrigal. And then back to earlier on. 8 months. Who's that? That's yourself, Jake. Cheers. You need to rebuy, do you, Circuit Easter? On what? On the GameStop. Rocky looked at GameStop earlier. That was good checking it out. There we are. 1865. Sputter, why do you do it to us? Why do you do this to us, Sputter? So where's this gap closed? 36, another 30 cents. That all fits in with everyone else moving down that little bit more, doesn't it? You wouldn't be bullishly divergent until you come a lot lower to find the actual low. But in terms of like the momentum there, you can already see it's at the area where you would typically see it turning around deal. So a little bit further wouldn't be all that surprise. Daily time frame. You've not got anything below the basis line in this channel, so both gaps. You're talking about it coming down to both gaps. That would speak to $16 and change. Probably an 886 retracement and this target of 1636. That's probably what you're talking about then. That's where I'd be looking to. And if my 2% record continues, then I mean, we all know it's going to, don't we? I mean, that's going to happen, isn't it? Anyway, thanks very much for tuning in to TradeSpot. I'm going crazy still. I mean, it just keeps happening, right? I mean, it keeps happening all the time. You watched yesterday, you know what happened today. You watched the day before, you watched last week. You know, So it's because that's just the way it is here under the sea. Anyway, you all hit the like button yet? I don't see anything that I've missed. Have I missed anything? No there. Have I missed anything here? This is the wrong one. This is the right one. That was 2 days ago. So nothing there. I've not missed anything. Phew. See? Look on the bright side, innit? Because I can hardly breathe. Thanks very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for more of the same. Rocky had a brilliant show. Check it out. Probably get sent there in a second. Links in the description for ways to help you be a better trader. Lots of people in the chat box who share that journey with you. See you in the next one.